Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Elite Redux playthrough. We are here today with one scary battle ahead of us, as we are on Route 110. Last episode we cleared out all of these guys to the left, which means we have ourselves a rival battle standing in the way of us and Watson. Honestly, we're getting pretty close to that gym. Watson's coming up, which means that at the moment I'm really liking using this team. But we do need to start figuring out, I can't believe I'm about to say this, how we can fit a Pikachu in. It just feels gross to say, but we did get that insane Pikachu. We are getting close to a point where we're probably going to want to put it on the team and learn, you know, its strengths and what it can do before Watson, as it is an electric type that's super duper boosted, that's super effective on electric. So it's been given to us for a reason. For right now, I do really like this team. And I like the synergy that it all has with, you know, Curse Pyukumuku going into Machamp or Executor, Pyukumuku just being insane on its own to reflect damage, Popcorn with the Unburden boosting, maybe getting a Sun boost from Empoleon, Espeon being a nice revenge killer for any of these. I like a lot of this team, so I kind of want to keep it as is for now. So we're gonna see how things go. I should not have ran straight into this. This is a double battle, and I didn't realize that. That sucks. I should not be leading with Pyukumuku in a double battle, really, but oh well, it's fine, hopefully. But yeah, rival battles coming up. The rival battles, okay, you're gonna have double battle synergy for sure. I like the fact that it's Plusle and Minun, though. They've been moved from, like, just in front of the Trick House to over here. But the rival battle has been difficult so far, so I am a little bit nervous about that. We might need Pikachu for the rival battle, we'll see. Okay, I like the team layout here. Plusle Minun, right? Because those two go well together in double battles. Volby Illumise, which I'm very curious to see if they also have an ability that works like plus and minus, where they boost each other up. I kind of hope so, but also I kind of don't because I'm scared. And then Drampa Turtonator. Drampa Turtonator is not two Pokemon that I see the same way as Plusle Minun or Volby Illumise that are kind of like exact copies of each other. But I guess they are both Gen 7 dragons with... Actually, do they mirror each other's stats now that I think about it? Drampa's highest stat is his special attack, which is 135. Turtonator's is his defense, which is 135. Drampa's base stat total is 485. Turtonator's is also 485, I think. Maybe they do mirror each other, like Mantine and Skarmory, for anyone that doesn't know. Mantine and Skarmory copy each other's stats, as do Zangoose and Seviper, as do Gyarados and Milotic. There's a lot of those. I like that. Plusle is Sashed. Good to know. Electric Fairy typing as well. Okay. Lots to learn. Minun is also Electric Fairy. You are a physical version. Okay, so Plusle is special attack, Minun is physical attack. Friend Guard plus competitive speed boost. Okay, we just made these things insane. Alright, okay. And you have minus, yeah, you have minus, right? And Lightning Rod, Defiant, and Speed Boost. Okay. Christ, that's scary. You're going to be dealing double damage with your increased special attack and attack. Do you have 228 special attack or attack? And I'm going to deal half damage. Well, actually, Minun doesn't have Friend Guard. So Plusle will take less damage, which is why it's sashed. But Popcorn can go through the sash with its multi-hit move. Okay. Plus Popcorn resists Fairy and Electric, so that was a lucky lead. Discharge, Dazzling Gleam, Decorate, and Swift, you have all attacking moves. Thunder Punch, Play Rough, Spark, Hidden Power, you have all attacking moves. So Pyukumuku is dead, is what I'm learning. We're just going to throw out a counter in case, you know, we can live anything and get a counter onto Minun, maybe. But Popcorn, well, let's see. Can Popcorn kill? 6% chance to 7-hit KO on Minun. On Minun, who has the Friend Guard boost, because Friend Guard comes from Plusle. Yes. So we will deal double damage to Plusle, meaning it should be a guaranteed 4-hit KO. We have Skill Link. We can KO Plusle with Popping Mayhem. Okay, let's do that, and then that cripples one immediately. was kind of hoping that would crit me so I would get the innards out reflect, honestly, but that didn't, unfortunately. That would have been a very lucky crit for them to do on us. That discharge is going to boost the Minun up, unfortunately. Maybe we should have popping Kerneled into Minun to try and burn it, because that thing's a physical attacker, so it would be crippled on the side. You get paralyzed by discharge. Please don't fully paralyze me. Okay, we don't get fully paralyzed. We've halved its attack, at least. This, at the very least, halves its attack. That's useful. Because it won't have plus and minus, unless Volbeat and Illumise also have plus and minus. I hope they have their own version of it, so it's not just boosting Minun with a Volbeat or an Illumise or one of the others. Minun's speed was 125, which is speed boosted, so as long as we have higher than base 125, we have base 129. Espeon outspeeds. Okay. Espeon can revenge kill. That's fine. That's good. That's what I want to see. We can revenge kill. And Volbeat comes out. Okay. Okay. Does Volbeat have 133 speed? Dear God, that's so fast. Bug Gem boosted. Tinted Lens, Swarm, Reckless, Electrolytes, without the L. Electrocytes. Weird. Okay, because you're Bug Electric. Yep, cool, cool. No plus or minus, though. That's good. In fact, nothing that seems like it would boost up Illumise, which is interesting. You have First Impression, though, which is a guaranteed KO on Espeon. Okay. So if I stay in with Espeon, Espeon's probably dead. That sucks. Which means that we probably want to swap in Machamp, I guess. Although, even if I do that, Machamp doesn't do anything. Because Machamp's weak to Fairy. And it's just going to die because it's going to lose its multi-scale, and then Minun's going to one-shot it. And if I leave this another turn, I then can't kill the Minun because it will get another speed boost. And then I won't outspeed with Espeon later, and it will just die. Right? Does Minun just KO Espeon? Back boosted. Play rough. That's into Popcorn. Still, if it's doing 65% with a Thunder Punch into Popcorn that resists, that has higher defense, I imagine it KOs. I think I have to actually just try and KO this Minun. It's too much of a threat. Volbeat doesn't have plus minus. I just want to get rid of the Minun. Let's see. And then we'll popping Mayhem into Volbeat. First Impression. Yeah, that's not bad. We've got a problem. Spark into Popcorn, who will live and will get his own burden boost. Not that that matters, but yeah. Maybe I should have crippled Minun. I should have probably doubled into Minun, but this will KO Volbeat at least. So there is that. There is a silver lining. Losing Espeon does suck, though. I mean, I knew it was coming. I really did think. I just don't know how we killed Minun now. I guess we have Executor to flip it, actually. So, I mean, I guess we're still fine. Yeah, we can bring in Executor. Or we can bring in Multiscale Machamp, or we can bring in Empoleon and set up the Sun while Popcorn has its Unburden boost. If we set up the Sun, popping Mayhem might KO Minun. It might. However, I feel like it's safer just to bring out Executor. Although the only way I'd KO it would be with Earthquake, which would hit Popcorn, which I don't really want to do right now. Let's set up the Sun. Let's set up the Sun. Screw it. Sun up. Empoleon out. Sun up. Let's see how this goes. Will Empoleon die to one hit from Minun is the next question. And who comes out over there? Drampa comes out. Which is weak to Ice. That might be okay. Empoleon, Wise Glasses boosted. Antarctic Bird. Can you freeze dry KO Drampa? 31% chance to Oko. Okay. Alright. Popping Mayhem on is a 100% chance to 5-hit KO, which will kill. Okay. We have chances here. We freeze dry into Drampa. and we popping Mayhem into Minun. Watch Minun just immediately destroy both my Pokemon. Thunder Punch into Popcorn. That's okay. Freeze Dry. Give me that 31%. Give me that 31%. Give me it. Damn it. Okay. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Popping Mayhem does go off, which means that we do KO the Minun, right? Right? It's looking good. No burn yet. If we get a burn, that also works, but that is a guaranteed KO. Okay. Good. 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 And we can finish off Drampa with Flame Burst because that's priority. Dragon Pulse. Is that enough to just KO me? No, that's actually pretty weak. I thought that was going to do way more damage, actually. Okay. All right. All right. Drampa's special attack is not nothing. A slow start for... But it's... Why was it so weak? Dauntless Shield. Okay, that's, Zamazenta's thing, right? Let's actually look at what you do. 42 speed, 42 speed. You do have the same speed. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty similar in terms of their base stats. You're Assault Vested, you're Leftovers. You have Friend Guard? I didn't even know that. Okay. Wait, we KO'd Minun through Friend Guard? With the Sun Up? Well, I guess because Plusle had Friend Guard initially, so that was the stat that I was thinking of. Yeah, I get. Yeah, okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Takes more damage from fire moves. Okay, nice. And it has Avenger boost. So I'm surprised the Dragon Pulse did so little. Well, I guess we have Ice Scales. I did forget about Ice Scales. I did. You have Flame Body, Shell Armor. That's nothing too scary. You have Shell Trap as well, which I'm just going to kind of ignore, honestly. I'm certain that we outspeed both of these Pokemon. With both of our Pokemon. My only issue is, do I want to get damage onto Turtonator and KO Drampa with Popcorn? There is a chance that I don't get my attack off because I'm paralyzed, though, and that would kind of suck. But I would love to just, like, get an Air Slash onto Turtonator to flinch it while we finish off the other. So I'm going to go with that because that's an optimal result. It has Fluffy, so we can Popping Mayhem into Tramper and it should kill. Flinch Turtonator. Wow, that did nothing. Popcorn got fully paralyzed. Okay, so the worst case scenario happened. Yep, that's on me. And Shell Trap, which failed. Why didn't that work with parity? Isn't it meant to, like, set up the trap before it attacks? I think it only works on physical reflecting moves as well, but isn't it meant to say that at the start of the turn? Like, it sets up a trap, and then you hit it, and then it reflects. Okay. You just freeze dry the Drampa so it doesn't do that again. Popcorn does nothing here. Popcorn does nothing. I guess we peck into that slot. I don't know. It's neutral, I guess. It's gonna do, like, nothing, though. Let's finish off the Drampa. Get that out of the way. So that we don't get Dragon Pulsed again. Will Illumise come out in that slot, is what I'm curious about. We get fully paralyzed again. Illumise? No, actually. Okay. Freeze Dry is technically our strongest move for that, and so is Peck. So we're just gonna go for those. Hitting Turtonator on the special side is good, because of that Dauntless Shield buff, which was insane. 21 damage. That's such bad damage. That's such bad damage. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Popcorn, you just try your best, buddy. Okay, I probably don't want to be pecking it, actually, because that's just going to activate the Shell Trap. Yeah, all I'm doing is activating the Shell Trap. Another turn fully paralyzed. Listen, Popcorn, you're doing great, buddy. You keep being paralyzed. It's actually helping me, I think. We're just gonna keep going for Air Slash or whatever. I'm actually gonna swap in Machamp here, just so we can hopefully, like, do something. Maybe a Dragon Hammer does some damage. I don't know, but this is a wall of a Turtonator right here. This thing is taking no damage whatsoever. It's also not getting flinched. We just freeze dry. Machamp, how much damage do you do, buddy? I know it's Assault Vested, I do remember that. Yup. Dragon Hammer is a 20 to 24 damage. It's not great. It's really not great. I might honestly just swap back and forth over here so I don't activate Shell Trap. I think that's what we're doing. while we continuously chip down this wall of a Turtonator. Empoleon is not impressing me. Dragon Pulse into Popcorn. Oh. Oh, okay. It actually, it changed its mind. We'll bring Machamp back out, because it should outspeed. And between another Freeze Dry and a Dragon Hammer, we should KO the Turtonator. There's still an Illumise. I haven't forgotten. But it's still there. This thing is a wall. Holy. That took no damage from anything. Thankfully, it was fine because I didn't activate its Shell Trap because we got paralyzed like 6 turns. But it's fine. Illumise comes out. Okay, alright. How fast are you, first of all? You have 100 base speed. Do you have... Okay, you have Friend Guard. Why is it showing a Drampa there still? Is Drampa's effect still active? Because it's still there with the Friend Guard, which is affecting our damage. Hopefully not. It has Prankster, Tailwind, Dazzling Gleam, Bug Buzz, Struggle Bug. At 100 base speed, you probably outspeed me, right? You can see the speed order. Illumise is the fastest thing. I'm going to go for Flame Burst in that case, just in case. I'm going to Flame Burst so that we can get some good damage off there. Because that is super effective and in the sun, I believe. And Machamp, what's your strongest move against this thing? Is it Bullet Punch? Yeah, it's Bullet Punch, which isn't going to do a lot, but it's fine. We have an Executor in the back as well with Egg Bomb, which will reverse the speeds, which will be fine. Not a lot of damage. Really, really bad damage. Really bad damage. I'm wondering if Drampa's Friend Guard is still up. That feels like such poor damage from both of my Pokemon. I'm gonna Flame Burst Bullet Punch again. Like, that's pathetic. Bullet Punch, because about Fairy, like, that's concerningly bad. But either way, it's fine. One more Flame Burst will finish it. This has been a long battle. I apologize for how long this battle has taken. I was not expecting this to be where we got stuck. I was thinking it was going to be the rival battle where we were going to get stuck. But yeah, that was a scary double battle situation. If there is any gym leader that is a double battle fight, Tate and Liza, I'm going to remember that Plus or Minun is insane. 10 battle points. Deserved. Deserved, yes, okay. Next fight. Wow, that was a hefty battle. Holy, I did not enjoy that. Feeble. Okay, that sounds more normal. Show me what Feeble does. Low blow. Hey. 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 Rude. Don't be rude, okay? Don't be rude. You have black glasses, pickpocket, stakeout, low blow, on the prowl. Yep. You just hit hard with, you know, your ordinary kinda moves. I might just click counter. We'll see what the rest of the team looks like. Lots of dark types. Lots of dark types. There's a Seviper without a Zangoose. I want a Zangoose in the bottom right. Where is he? Lots of dark types doesn't scare me too much. I'm going to curse to Machamp, I think. What we're going to try and do. We're going to set up, like, 2 or 3 curses, and then Machamp can come out and destroy absolutely everything, hopefully, with just Rain Punch. It's like an ideal world. Obviously, we'll be very slow, and there's a chance that it just gets, like, play roughed and dies. But hey, that's a chance that I'm going to take, especially from this exact Feeble with play rough. Yeah, that might do it. We could also counter it down with Pyukumuku. I don't know. Care enough to do that. I'll go for 1 more curse. Beat down is beat up, I assume. It's gonna hit multiple times per Pokemon it has. That did 3 hits. I guess not. Never mind. Maybe it's per Dark type. The 3 Dark types. There was Morpeko. There was this. There was something else. There was a Furfrou, which is normal. There was a Klefki, I think, which is normal. There was a Seviper, which is poison. Maybe there was just 2. I don't know. I could read it. I don't care enough to read it. It's fine. Into Machamp we go. Machamp, please Drain Punch back to full HP after this play rough. Because you're going to multi-scale tank this. Yeah, we just need to heal 27. We'll heal back 27 with Drain Punch, and we'll go back to our multi-scale, and we'll see the beauty. The beauty of this strategy. Go ahead, send in all your Pokemon weak to fighting right now. Don't send out to Viper. Buff key. Yeah, that's fine. That's neutral to fighting. I'm still Drain Punching it. Hopefully it still KOs. Drain Punch is not a KO. 2 hits KO. Okay. You have Moonblast, which is a free hit KO though. And we might honestly just heal up enough from it. We'll see. Either way, we'll Drain Punch. That is an amount of damage that's concerning, to be fair. That is a bit of a problem. However, a Bullet Punch might finish it. Maybe not. Maybe not. After Leftovers? Definitely not. Nope. Red... My plan! How dare you? Don't steal my Citrus Berry. How am I gonna unburden boost? And you can activate... This Klefki just outplayed the living daylights out of me. Get popping, Mayhem. Get out of here. Get out of here. That was so rude. Got rid of all of my buffs, broke my multi-scale, swapped out my Pokemon that I had my setup on, brought out Popcorn, stolen a Citrus Berry, which healed it, and then I now can't get my speed boost. That's a crazy turn. That turn was so bad. Holy. The Viper readies their blade. Do you have a thing that boosts Zangoose? Double battles. First slicing move used on each entry gets +1 priority. Deep cuts, you have 50% bleed, you moves it twice. So you're just going to be going for like priority cross poison right now, I guess. Okay. Well, that's rude. I'm going to go to Pyukumuku. It's fine. We'll just bring out the lad again. Go ahead. Bleed me. With your priority crit, yeah, you can do all that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, deep cuts. Yeah, we bleed. That's fine. I'm just sacrificing to Pyukumuku at this point, is what's happening, which is a bit rude, but it's what's happening. And that way we can just bring in Espeon for free. I'll click Baton Pass just in case it sets up. Okay, just in case it starts setting up like Sharpens or something. I did see that it had that. But now Espeon should be able to come in and revenge kill just fine. I didn't see if it had Sucker Punch. It looked like it had Koto Cleave. I don't know why I'd remember that unless I saw it, right? That's not a move that I'd be thinking of unless I saw it. It does have Koto Cleave. Okay, we're fine. Meaning we can Psy Shock. It's part Dark type. Which makes sense for Survivor, honestly. However, I did not look at that. I tried to use my base knowledge, which means if Survivor's a Dark type, then that beatdown probably does use it per Dark type. It's all full circle. Either way, back to Exeggutor. We just bring in Exeggutor, we reverse the speeds, we Earthquake. It's fine. We have another way of dealing with this. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Earthquake will finish it. There we go. Rival Battle is about to destroy us. I don't know. Maybe I'm not feeling it today. Maybe I'm out of synergy with my Pokemon. I'm Earthquaking again. Although I could also grab Apple and just absolutely destroy its defenses. Does Earthquake KO? 100% chance to 2-hit KO. 66%. Probably worth going for Earthquake, just in case, like, it crits, I guess. Grab Apple might have also been worth it, but I mean... Oh, you have a berry. Oh, you're double berrying. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Another Earthquake will still hopefully KO. I should have grab Appled. You know, I had a gut feeling that I should grab Apple, and I didn't do it. We still have another turn of this being in our favor, so that's fine. We change to a pure Dark type. Or Electric Dark. Okay, that's fine. We Earthquake again. This time will hopefully be enough to KO with the extra hits. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're good. And then there was Furfrou, who hopefully will not be too much of a problem, like every other Pokemon has been. As a note for what's happening this week, I do plan on doing more Elite Redux just in general. We will also be making a return to Pokemon Soul Stones 2. I'm probably going to start Pokemon Soul Stones 2 in the second half of this week, so it'll probably be Elite Redux today and tomorrow. There probably won't be a video on Wednesday, and then we'll come back to Soul Stones after that, is kind of what I'm thinking. That Grab Apple did no damage, because I assume this thing has Fur Coat. Although Fur Coat plus a lot of defense would be needed. That did nothing. You have Fur Coat, Overcoat, and Fluffy. Wait, you have Fluffy and Fur Coat? Oh my god, that's a combo. You're just a wall. I mean, you're also weak to Egg Bomb technically then, right? I think. I'm Egg Bombing, because slightly weaker to Fire because of Fluffy. Plus its defense has been dropped a bunch. That's pretty good damage. There's a crit on one of the hits, which is kind of what I was hoping would happen with Earthquake, but... that should be enough to KO with one more hit. We lived the Sucker Punch. I imagine it's just going to do that again and hope for a crit, which it didn't get, so we're good. Okay, alright. Damn. That's one tanky Furfrou. This weekend, though, I also did start, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which, by the way, that game is... Whew, that is a good game. So I kind of want to play more of that. I just activated my completely wrong button from playing Alpha Sapphire. I tried to open up the menu screen with the button that I used for Alpha Sapphire. Do I want to keep leading with this? It hasn't failed us. It hasn't failed us. This is going to be horrible. I can tell. Hey, Bonk, so this is where you were. How's it going? Have you been raising your Pokemon? I'll check for you. Please don't. Please don't. The rival battles have been scary. Swellow. Okay. Alright. Okay. He's picked his team. Okay. Flame Orb boosted, special attacking Swellow with determination. Hurricane, Boom Burst. Yeah, you're Boom Bursting me, right? It's a 5-hit KO? Really? Oh, I guess it doesn't have the Flame Orb boost yet, so it will get higher. Against this team, do I want to try and set up a Curse Shenanigan or not? Executor doesn't exactly roll this team. It's weak to Swellow. It does... Well, it's not weak to Arcanine, I guess. We have Earthquake. Sceptile could have Dragon Pulse. It could be a Mega Sceptile at this point, for all I know. Hisuian Goodra was a tank that had Dragon moves, so that'd be good against it. I don't know. I might just KO Swellow? Swellow sashed? No, it's Flame Orbed. 140 speed. Maybe I have a Baton Pass. I wonder if it's gonna protect first turn. I'm Baton Passing. It didn't. Okay. That's still okay, though. That's still okay. We can Baton Pass. We can go to Espeon. It doesn't have the revenge aspect to it right now. Hopefully an Ice Beam is just enough to KO. If not, we can Volt Switch out and go back to Pyukumuku, I guess. But we're Choice Scarf, so we will outspeed. Do we KO you with Ice Beam? 68% chance to Oko. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much. Do I want to gamble? I don't. I don't win the gamble. Do you KO me? 93% chance to Oko. I see how that's going to play out. I see it. I understand. I know how this works. I'm Volt Switching. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. I don't think an Ice Beam would KO. I don't get lucky. I understand. How do we want to go about this Boom Burst, though? Do we want to just go back to Pyukumuku? Is that how I want to do this? Or do we want to go to something like Empoleon that has Ice Scales that could maybe return hit with Flame Burst? And that way we can keep the potential for Pyukumuku around, and we could maybe curse on something later, something physical, like Arcanine. Which might come out if I set up the Sun. Maybe, okay. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Sorry that this episode is just me explaining my thoughts, by the way. That's what we're doing today. I'm just explaining my thoughts today. Hurricane, please don't confuse. Please don't. That did so much damage, and it confused. Which isn't as bad as I make it out to be, because confusion is better in this game, so it's not going to completely ruin us. We can still flame burst. We'll just take a little bit of recoil, and that's okay. That's okay. Does Arcanine come out? Is what I want to know. Do we have to deal with an Arcanine? An Arcanine in the sun will still be a little bit scary, but is it an Arcanine? It is Arcanine. Okay. That's maybe good. You have a Shell Bell, you have a very high attack stat, you have Immolate to turn your things to Fire-type moves, you have Predator, Extreme Speed, Close Combat, Double Edge, and Wild Charge. It does have Wild Charge, which is a bit of a problem, for sure. You have 118 speed, so you outspeed me, so I guess I'm keeping this thing around, and I'm going to Pyukumuku. Yeah, I'm going to Pyukumuku. We might only be able to get a counter off, but still, that's worth it in my opinion. Close combat, that's fine, that's good. That was a crit, that's less fine. Crit actually matters a lot because that might put us into wild charge range, which could be very scary. So that actually matters a lot. Please don't tell me I am in wild charge range. Am I out of wild charge range? Wild charge, 100% chance to hit KO. Okay. We're definitely not getting a baton pass curse off, so I think we're just countering. This is going to do recoil to himself, and we're going to counter. And then if it KOs us the turn after, we'll have the innards out damage as well. There is no recoil. Okay, that's fine. Fine. We're going to get Shell Bell recovery, which is pretty significant, actually. That's pretty good recovery. That's not bad recovery at all. We counter again, though. We should live, meaning Pyukumuku can stay around. Yeah, there we go. Pyukumuku, the wall. The little sea slug wall. I love him so much. Oh, he's so good. Goodbye, Arcanine. Okay, it was worth keeping Pyukumuku around, I think. Was it worth trading half of Empoleon's health? I don't know. There is an Aegislash, and there is a Sceptile on that team. I don't know if it is. We will see. Sceptile comes out. Okay, what do you do? Am I afraid of you? 137 speed. We have a Focus Sash, which we will break with innards out, which is good. Protein, that's scary. Speed Force. Sharpened Dual Chop, Leech Blade, not Leaf Blade, and X Scissor. Yeah, you're gonna KO us. However, we might be able to just come in with Popcorn in the sun. Go ahead, KO me. Protein, Bug type, that's fine. X Scissor, that's fine. You break your Sash. Not that the Sash matters if we're going to Popcorn anyway, but still, break your Sash. We also have the sun up. We could go to Executor, reverse the speeds, and Egg Bomb. We could also go to Espeon and outspeed with our Choice Scarf and Flamethrower. A lot of options. Given the Popcorn can probably live a hit, this is a good way to get Unburden up. While the sun's up, and we'll probably KO. I'm gonna go to Popcorn. I'm gonna go to Popcorn. I might regret this. Do I want Popcorn for other things? Maybe, actually. Maybe I do. I actually hate the fact that I swapped this in. I might want it for... I assume that's Infernape, because it was a Monferno before. I might want it for Monferno. Although, as long as we keep Executor for Monferno, we'll be fine. We have 2 grass types. We're fine. I don't need to use one for one. We're popping Mayhem. Unburden boost me. Good. Good. That's a good amount of damage to take. I like that. Okay. Popping Mayhem in the sun. Good. The sun being up also cripples the Infernape a lot because it was a water type, so we should be fine. What's going to come out to stop Popcorn's Reign of Terror? Probably Goodra. Because Aegislash is weak to fire, and Infernape is weak to grass. So Goodra. Infernape comes in. Why? Punching Gloves, Water Fighting... Full HP gives priority to... Oh, yeah, you get priority on your punching moves. Okay. Which means you're going for priority Drain Punch, which is a 68% chance to KO. Jet Punch. Wait, in the sun? Why wouldn't you Drain Punch in the... The Bullet Seed's doing less than I thought, actually. But it's fine, because it's not going to have the priority anymore. I mean, Jet Punch, I think, is still priority, but it didn't go for Drain Punch initially when it had a chance to KO. That amount of HP makes me incredibly sad. Maybe they don't factor in weather very well? Yeah, Jet Punch is still priority, so I mean, it's going to go for Jet Punch again, but it doesn't KO. It's a free-hit KO move it went for. I'm just going to Popping Mayhem in case of a swap. Okay. Wait. No, okay, we're fine. It was... I remembered it had an ability that absorbed, like, certain moves, like flying, and then I was like, wait a minute, did it absorb fire? But no, we're fine. Sunlight fades. Goodra comes in. Hi, Goodra. I'm just gonna try and burn you with the last little bit of life that we have. This Goodra looks so sad and small. Why does he look so small compared to his giant butt? Holy, the hiney on this lad. Not a sentence I thought I'd be saying today. No burn, unfortunately. Whirlpool will finish us because we're at 2 HP. Yeah, okay, that's fine. How do we want to damage you? Probably Machamp with Drain Punch, I assume? I assume we're just a giant special wall. That's what I remember, at least. Tactical Vest. You actually got some physical wall to you. Shell Armor, Juggernaut, Delta, so you take less damage from super effective hits. But it's still worth it to go for Drain Punch over Dragon Hammer, right? Barely. 16 to 19%. That's not a lot of damage. That's poor. That's bad. Dragon Pulse. Yep, that does some damage at least, which is more than what we do. We'll get a little bit of health back, but obviously that was multi-scale on the first hit, and we're not getting back up to multi-scale. So Dragon Pulse is going to slowly whittle us down. It will probably win this fight, honestly. Oh yeah, big time. Okay. Yikes. Wow. Hopefully it'll be in a range where Espeon can revenge kill with Ice Beam? I don't know if that's going to be true. I guess we can go for like a Flamethrower, which will be neutral with Empoleon to try and finish it. Wow, this thing is thick. There's been a lot of thick walls today. And I don't know if I'm too happy about that. Steel Beam. Not Dragon Pulse. It's probably still have to KO, right? No, because of the healing from Drain Punch. You fool! I get to weaken you a little bit more and be a little bit more comfortable going into my next Pokemon. Aha! But yeah, we should definitely outspeed with Whirlpool. They're not very good at calculating if I get recovery, which is interesting. And we are slowly actually winning this, which is kind of funny. Well, that feels weird. That felt weird. Right? That was weird? That was weird. It definitely could have KO'd us. And then we would have been in with Empoleon, and, you know, all of that would have happened. Mega Slash! Are you also just a giant wall? Ockerberry, massive defense. Shadow Shield, full HP, halves damage taken. Levitate, stance change. Tracheon Cutter. That's the move that the Steel Dragon type from Pokemon Uranium has, I think. I think that's also a move of, like, Iron Crown, but that's not where I think of it first, funnily enough. We can Bullet Punch, though, to break the Shadow Shield. If it does 1 damage, that's fine. 2! Huge. Massive value. Massive. Double what I was expecting. And then we can just bring in Empoleon and either Flamethrower or... Yeah, we can probably use Flamethrower, right? We should outspeed. Unless there's any priority stuff that I'm not aware of. 85 speed, 59 speed. Do you have any priority? No, 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 no. Tracheon Cutter is not priority. King's Shield is priority. That makes sense, but there's no guarantee you're even going for it. We just click Flamethrower. Berry. That's fine. Could still do a good amount, considering sun and stuff. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Secret Sword KOs us. We come out with Espeon. We Flamethrower again. It dies. We're good. Doesn't even KO. Wow. Okay. Good job, Empoleon. Empoleon actually did reasonably well today. It was the only reason we got through that massive wall of a Turtonator, so I am thankful for it there. And it did also KO the Swallow and Egg Slash in this fight. Empoleon did good. Empoleon did good. I was thinking it was going to be the Pokemon that I was going to replace with Pikachu. I don't know if that's true anymore. It might honestly be Pyukumuku that is replaced with Pikachu the next episode. Because I don't think we're going to be using Pyukumuku against the gym. We'll see, though. We'll see. For now, though, we have beaten ourselves the rival. These have been some long battles. I apologize they've been so long, but, I mean, they have been intense, I guess. They've been good battles. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below. Hit the subscribe button. And without further ado,